I think what's digging in my back is, I think it's this horizontal frame here. I think it's that that's digging in my back. It's very stretchy, this lycra stuff. I know someone, was it Olan, suggested getting the original stuff, which is tougher than that, so that might be worth looking into. Well, there we are. One. Oh, we haven't done that one there, but one duct taped duo mid. We've got the Trail Star, you know, just in case. You know, I want to have, you know, I wasn't going to risk this as is, just in case, but it might be okay. It's getting a bit thin down here, so we'll see how it goes. It really is just a sacrificial, it's a sacrificial lamb, really, you know, with Bella for this trip. Oh, Lassie, leave that. I'll get some food out for them, I think, in a minute. But anyway, we've got the ground sheet. I got a double. Obviously I'm only going to use, you know, a bit of it. But yeah, we'll get this in position. Lassie. And then we'll see how we get on with these two. Oh. You don't, no, don't be jumping up all over me. At least you've dried off. And you fluff. Steady. Come on, steady. Bella just wants to play all the time, and that's just like, you laugh already. Steady. Bella, hoi. Come on. All right, I've got to unpack. So we've got the double ground sheet in. So it's almost like a footprint. Tony's got a footprint, everybody. Anyway, we've got the ground sheet in. We'll get the mat in and get that pumped up, and we'll start to unpack. It's just coming up to 3 o'clock, so we've still got, well, certainly an hour and a half before the sun sets, and then about 2 hours and it'll be dark. It's dark about 5 at the moment. It was dark at like 4:15, 4:30, so it's already drawn out, you know, a little bit. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is now we'll get a few more bits off the pack. My foam pad, I've got extra foam pad for Bella, so we'll get more stuff unpacked. In fact, having the bed like that is not the best idea, because I want Bella's bed to go across there, so I'll probably move that in the end. I think we're in camp. I'm on my foam mat, so there's a couple of extra bits that weren't in the packing video. So obviously I've put the main leads in. I've also put a long line in, you know, just in case it's needed. It might not be, but I put it in. Gloves, my Polartec, I don't know what these are, just some sort of Polartec, just some lightweight Polartec glove. Hello. Hello. Oh yeah, we're going to give you some food in a minute. So I brought the GoPro. I'm tending to use the other one more than anything else, but we brought a steak. We might, well, we'll definitely do a steak because we brought it. Steady. Okay, steady. Alright, I've got some food. I think it's going to be a good idea to put some food out in a minute. Oh, Bella, you don't understand at all, do you? Settle down. Oh, no. Oh. It's like, now what am I supposed to do now, Dazzy? And Lassie. Yeah, we're not going to forget Lassie. Alright, now settle down. Come on. Come on. Let's talk. Let's waterproof trousers. Steady. Steady. That's my warm jacket. Get back. Over there. Get off there. Got to get used to a few house rules. We've got some dog chews. What I want to be careful with is I've got their TUG toy. Bella, get back. And I must admit, I don't want to get us out in front of them. So we'll just put that to one side. So Lassie. So I brought the Jetboil Mini Mo because I might try and do hopefully a steak. I kind of thought at the very last minute because one of the commentators, one of the comments was, why don't you cook us a meal? And it's not always practical. I even brought a chair with me as well this time. It's not always practical to cook, and to be honest, I don't really want to, I don't want to do it that often, but I must admit I did think, yeah, we can probably cook something this time. I hope I got enough toilet paper actually. If I've underdone the toilet paper. More gas. I brought plenty of gas. Herbs, the old infamous herbs. There's there. Another t-shirt. Wind shirt. The leggings. Tea. Pillow. The old Sainsbury's pillow. That's the tail star. If this fails. But Bella, leave that! Or if Bella chews. Bella, careful! Like I said, I brought these chews. If she comes back, I've got a chew that she can chew on. Power. More power. Got a lot of power. Food. That's plenty of food. Alright, we're finally getting down to their food. So, go back, Lassie. I think I'm going to... That's the airbed. And then we've got the quilt at the very bottom. I won't take that out for a minute. I'll just... Alright, Lassie, move. Let's put that there for a minute. What I'm going to do is I've brought the chair. I'm going to sit in the chair as I've held it. Like I said, we didn't walk far. It's probably one of the closest that I do. It's even closer than my usual spot on the Southmoor, but I'm a little bit dubious of that one at the moment because that's the one where I had to... Bella, go back! That's the one where I had to, you know, evacuate Lassie from when her legs went a bit funny. And it is further than coming here. So really just a little bit cautious of that one because of the, you know, the distance. Alright, so let's put some food out for them. I'll have to be careful with the food because I don't want Bella just helping herself. Bella, go back. I've got this foam mat here. Ideally, I want Bella on that. That's your bed there. Alright, that's mine. So Bella, off. Come on, off onto there. Go get on there, bed. That's your bed there. That's yours. That's Bella's there. Bella, bed. Bed. That's bed. Alright, I'm going to stand up. And you've got your chew. Leave that. I've got a bowl for water. So that's yours. Let's see. And that's yours, Lassie. I won't put too much out for Lassie, mainly because Bella seems to get through hers like really quickly. And then she has this habit of just charging over and trying to nick Lassie's, and then we can get a few fireworks. So I think I've brought enough food, but you know, for both of them. Like I said, we'll try 3 days, and we'll kind of. It's really just going to be to see how it goes. I mean, you know. If it's too much and she's just jumping around and won't settle down, then we'll definitely try and stay tomorrow. You know, I'm definitely not going to be thinking, oh, I'll go back tomorrow. You know, tomorrow we will, Bella, tomorrow we'll definitely try and stick it out one way or another. We'll kind of mind your bottom. Right, so she's got extra food there, so that's them sorted out. And then I think once they've eaten, I think I need to think about getting the kettle on soon. I've put... Oh, we'll have to collect water. So we've got water, we've got 2 spoons. A fork, because she's a lot darker than Lassie. Lassie's got a lot more white on her, so she's probably easier to see in the dark, Lassie, to a degree. And of course at home she just goes to sleep. Well, I mean, she has got a bed, to be fair, so we're going to have to try and, you know, get her to understand that that's her bed here. I don't really want her out here if we can avoid it, but I think we'll see how it goes. Well, basically she hasn't stopped running around since we got here. So for the last hour in camp, she's just simply been running around. She hasn't stopped. But it's a little bit cooler. Like I said, I hadn't expected it to be quite so cool, but I've got her bed down and I've got something I can wrap her up in as well if necessary, and plenty of food. So she's got plenty of you know, food for internal combustion. Oh, let's see. Oh, good cow. But I'm going to settle down in here now because it's definitely cooling off a bit. She's just charging just non-stop. Oh my god, she just hasn't stopped. Oh. Oh. Steady, steady, steady. But yeah, she hasn't stopped running around this entire area. But anyway, it's getting quite chilly. So I'm going to... No, go back. Go back. I'm going to get into bed. You've got a nice thick coat on. Oh, I'm going to warm myself up on you. Hey? Oh. Bella's day out. And Lucy's day out. Good girl, Lucy, stay there. Oh. Alright. Good girl. You must be getting a bit tired now. You must be getting a bit tired now. Come on, over there into bed. Not you. Lassie wants to go. You don't want to go in bed anyway, Lassie. You're always outside. Didn't you start wanting to use your own bed when you haven't used it for like literally the last 10 years? I can feel warmth coming from her. To warm her hands up on her body. Oh. 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 Alright. Alright, it's time for me to get into bed now because it's quite chilly. Yeah, you got those warm coat and lots of food and a duvet. You got everything. You're all nice and cozy. You're all set for the night, you are. Let's see how you get on. Like I say, we'll just play it by ear. Oh, anyway. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's enough. Okay. Alright, go back. Bella, go back. Oh. Come on, over there. Bella, there. Bella. Bella, wait. Come on, over there. Over there. We didn't do very much. We haven't done pointed training, have we? You're a collie. You should have enough intelligence to understand that that's a nice... Oh, a nice warm, cozy bed for you. Oh. 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 I can feel the warmth into my fingers. I think Daddy's getting going away though. Oh. Oh. Come on. I got to get into bed. Come on. That's enough of that. You got my... Your slightly damp coat's got my gloves a bit wet. Yeah. Oh. Bella Bella. And Lassie Wassie. Good girl, Lassie. Oh. At least Bella hasn't been in the water again. She hasn't discovered that one yet. Oh, alright, come on. Okay, go back. Ooh, Bella, go back. Bella. Bella. Go over there. Over there. Oh, Lassie goes over there. Oh, God. Typical. Good girl, settle down. Well, if you settle down, then maybe she'll come over and like snuggly wuggly up to you. I'm not snuggling up to you. Good girl, settle down. Oh, God. All right, come on. Come and settle down now. You're going to have to figure some of this out, Bella Wella. It's funny, one of the reasons why I went for the name Bella is because I wanted something that was short. Because, you know, if you use a longer name, then invariably you end up shortening it anyway. So now I say Bella Wella. So I kind of lengthened her name. Alright. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into bed for now, dressed. So that if I have to get out, you know, to check on Bella or anything, I'll keep an eye. I'll pop out now and again. I don't think she'll go far. Lassie, stay there. A blanket isn't for Lassie. Oh, where's my pillow? Anyway, I'm going to find my pillow. And there it is. Get ready for the night. Well, I think you can see the two dogs. We've settled down. When it got dark, it was about 5. And Bella settled down about 5. She was just running around before that. And then she woke up about 7, 8 o'clock, something like that. And she ran around outside. I stayed here. So she went outside and was sniffing around and was running around the tent. She played with Lassie a bit. A couple of times I could feel the tent. I think they were a bit too close, so I was only saying, back, just calm down. And she must have been out playing for a couple of hours. But it was just generally just around here. She was fine. And then finally, sometime in the last half hour, 45 minutes, she settled down. So they finally settled down for the night. This little light here, it does give off a decent amount of light. It's quite decent. I'm doing my influencing stuff. You kind of plug it into a power pack. I think it's because it gives off quite a decent amount of light. I think it's something that I'd only use
if I was out for, you know, a few nights and I had plenty of power. Yeah, so it's used about 32%, because it's on 68% now. It was on 100%. So it's used 32% in 5.5 hours. I guess by the time it gets to 11 o'clock, it will have used about 35%. So that would be 6%. Sorry, so that would be 6 hours. I must remember my... One thing I forgot to bring was my nasal spray thing, which is a little bit annoying. I'm mentioning that so that I will know when I'm editing, Tony, go and get it and stick it under your nose so you don't forget it for your next trip. I normally remember to bring it, but I think with running around with Bella and just everything else in life, I forgot it this time, which is a bit silly. Well, yeah, so it's probably using about, so if it's 35% in 6 hours, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so it's using just over 5% an hour. Mathematics was never my strongest point, as you can tell. Yeah, so it's using about 5%, 5-6% per hour. So yeah, so that will last, but we'll plug it into the solar panel and we'll see how much we charge it up. What I like with this one, which I did get from Amazon, it actually gives you a percentage, so we can actually see how much percentage, you know, we're using. So that's kind of handy, and it's, will admit, it's a little bit lighter than the one that Mobile Solar Chargers sent me, which I've got somewhere, which I use to charge up the phones and everything tomorrow. So that's my influencing bit done. But yeah, do check out their solar panels. This is a 10 thing. But this is their 10 thing. I think in the middle of summer, I think it would be potentially quite good when you got a lot of sun on it. But this time of the year with so little sun, you really don't get very much. So I've put it in the garden, and I would say in a whole day we would get maybe 5% into the power bank. So tomorrow we'll see. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. I think I've brought too many leads. Anyway, well, thin them out if I need to save weight. I wasn't really worried about weight this trip, because like I said, we only walked about 45 minutes, if that. So yeah, so I'll put some power into that for tomorrow, and we'll kind of see how much it gains. But I'm just watching Yellowstone. It's quite good actually. The first series, I think they've done quite a few series of Yellowstone, so I'm not sure. I don't know how the other series. I think I've heard that it's not so good as it goes along, but I'm not sure. The first series is very good. So So I've just been watching that this evening, and I had a super noodly thing this evening, and then just several snack bars. Anyway, I think I'm going to watch a bit more, have another tea, and then get my head down. I really should try to fall asleep now, but I don't really feel tired, although I probably am tired. I think I am tired, really. Maybe I should put my head down now, especially while these two are down. Anyway, it's not too cold. I've still got my coat on. It's not too cold. It's not too cold. And I've still got my coat, insulated jacket on, both coats, a t-shirt, and that shirty thing. And it's not too cold. No, it's not that. I mean, it has definitely warmed up a bit, because, well, either that or I've finally warmed up a bit. But it's really not that bloody cold. It's 5 degrees. So it's really not chilly. The forecast did say 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees, which is why I brought, which is why I was happy to bring Bella. I would have probably, if it had been like a really frosty night, I might not have brought her. That might have been a bit too cold for her, given she's quite young still. But yeah, she's fine. I think I've got enough food. I'll have to be a little bit careful, because I'm not sure if I've got quite enough, but I think I've got enough. I've got quite a big bag of food for them both. So, but she's growing so much. She's just grown. It's crazy, really. I've only had her a couple of months, or 3 months, or a couple of months, or whatever it is, and it's like 2 months, isn't it? Because I picked her up early November, December, and we're like early-ish January. So it's like, I've had her like 2 months, and when I picked her up, she was like the size, literally the size of Lizzie. Marginally bigger than Lizzie, not much bigger than Lizzie. And she was at the bottom of the stairs, and it was like the bottom step was like bigger than she is. She's just massive. She's grown so much. It's amazing how quickly they grow. And the silly thing is, I got some video when she was very young. I didn't really take any pictures, which is a bit silly, but it doesn't matter. I've got one picture when she was small, when I took her out walking, which is the one I used in a thumbnail from the other day. And that's really the only pictures I've got when she was small. I think I was just concentrating on training her and, just looking after her, and I wouldn't really think about taking photographs, and I couldn't keep her still either. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about her. She's so sweet. Anyway, I'm going to wish you all a good night, and we will catch up in the morning, and we'll see what we get up tomorrow. What we get up to tomorrow. As always, I try to remember to say this. I don't know, it probably doesn't make any difference, but if you did get this far, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button to all. And if you want to become a member of the channel, we would be very grateful. or patron, links are below, or buy me a coffee or a cup of tea. Anyway, we do it because we enjoy it, but every additional penny, I must admit, is greatly appreciated. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll catch up tomorrow.